What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to an official player announcement video. Takumi Minamino, welcome to Liverpool FC, the first Japanese player in Liverpool's history to sign for the club. So if you are excited about this transfer, smash the like button. And let me know in the comments below, what do you expect from him to achieve in his Liverpool career? I think he will be a regular player for us, sometimes starting, sometimes coming off the bench, but he's such a clever player, and in this video you will get to know all about him. He is just 25 years old, so he still has a good 5-6 years left in his prime, and he already scored 64 goals for Salzburg in 199 appearances, and also he has 11 goals in 22 games for the Japanese national team. Minamino plays anywhere across the front three and even in attacking midfielder. He's primarily as a center attacking midfielder, but he played as winger for Salzburg, and he can also play as a wide midfielder, so wide left midfielder or wide right midfielder. His influence has been very impressive in the Champions League, and I'm looking at his heat map. He has been all over the pitch basically. From the next heat map you can see that he has covered a lot of the ground from box to box, and he also primarily looking to pass forward to an overlapping runner down the left flank, so he will probably link up very well with Andrew Robertson. And his knack of scoring or teeing up his teammates is one of his most important attributes. The shot map that you will next see reveals how effective he has been. Most of his shots coming from inside the box after creating or getting into clear-cut opportunities, and even Jurgen Klopp referenced this, that he likes to play between the lines, so between the last line of defense and the midfielders, where there are pockets of space to find Minamino, and then he can run at the defense or tee up one of his teammates. So this is a very exciting player. And what is also a very good attribute of him is that he has a precision passing that has created numerous opportunities for his teammates, and the next graphic shows how he has carved out openings in the Champions League. As you can see, basically most of the chances that he carved out ended up in either a good shot or a goal. And what is really important is that he has experience in European competitions. Salzburg went to the Europa League semi-finals 2 seasons ago, where he scored 2 goals in the run-in. Also, the last season in the Europa League he scored 4 goals, and he already has 9 goals in the first half of this season for Salzburg, and that could leave him to actually break his own goal scoring record, which is 14 goals in a single season, which he achieved in both 2016-17 and in 18-19. Salzburg are completely dominating the Austrian division. It has to be said, it's not the strongest division in the world, of course, but Takumi Minamino has really impressed me when he played for Liverpool. Liverpool is against Liverpool, sorry, in the Champions League. He started both games and he scored at Anfield to complete Salzburg's incredible comeback against Liverpool, when Salzburg came back from 3-0 down to draw 3-3, but then Liverpool won it with the Salah goal 4-3, and he scored a magnificent volley which Jurgen Klopp was smiling about, and I see the videos on Twitter saying that it was love at first sight, because Jurgen Klopp was looking at Minamino like, oh wow, that's a nice goal. And I think we were already in discussions with Salzburg about Minamino, because these transfers don't happen in a day or two. There is a lot of groundwork before a transfer like this happens. And also, this is very important in terms of Liverpool growing in the Asia markets. Liverpool will sign a Nike sponsorship deal very soon. I think we are only waiting for the official announcement to probably announce it with a big player signing as well. So maybe before the summer we will complete a signing like that. But also Takumi Minamino is potentially the best player in the Japanese national team, so a lot of fans in Japan and in Southeast Asia will probably come to support Liverpool now. So if any of you guys are watching this, welcome to my channel. I regularly cover Liverpool news and also I upload FIFA 20 career mode, so stay tuned, subscribe if you are new here. And also, Takumi Minamino comes from a very good club. Salzburg is a very professional, well-run club, and he had a very good football education there. Jurgen Klopp referenced this in his praise when we signed Minamino. But first, let's hear what Minamino said. And he's coming in all guns blazing, saying that he wants to win the Premier League and the Champions League with Liverpool, and that's the kind of attitude that winners have, and these are the kind of players that Liverpool want to see in their ranks. So Minamino said this in his first interview for Liverpool: "It has been a dream, my dream, to become a Liverpool player, and I'm so excited that the moment has come true. To play in the Premier League was one of my targets. I think this is the top class league in the world. I was thinking if my career as a footballer progressed smoothly, then someday I would be able to play in the Premier League. But I never thought I would be able to play in this team, and I'm really happy about it. I'm looking forward to it. From those games I learned that this team has such a high level of technique and intensity when we played against Liverpool. Their football is of such a high level, and I did feel that they were the champions of the Champions League during those games, feeling that it makes me feel even happier that I can play in this team. I'm really happy to be part of that team. My target is to win the Premier League and the Champions League and to make good contributions to the team." He's a very selfless player. He's not like a showboating, Cristiano Ronaldo type of player. He's very fine with getting assists and not just scoring goals, and he is lightning fast, and also he has a very good ball control, very good dribbling ability. Jurgen Klopp was very impressed with him, and this is what he said: "This is fabulous news, a wonderful signing, Takumi Minamino. We are really happy about this. Our supporters have had the chance to see him up close recently, so I don't need to sing too loudly about his qualities, as they are already known. Takumi is a very quick, very clever player. He finds space between the lines. He is brave with the ball, but also brave without the ball, a proper team player. He makes the best of himself for the benefit of others. His Champions League experience is a big bonus, and coming from the club and organization he does, we know he will be well coached, he will be used to an elite environment, and he had all the right experiences so far." Just my comment: Takumi Minamino, potentially long term, he is the replacement of Adam Lallana, who has only played like 11 games so far this season, and his contract is running out at the end of the season, and we are not extending Lallana's contract. And I think it's best for all parties, because even when Lallana is fit, he very rarely plays for Liverpool, and he is getting to that age where you will start to decline. He is now getting 31 years old very soon. So Lallana will leave Liverpool, and Takumi Minamino is the long-term replacement for that. And he also got the number 18 shirt, which used to be Alberto Moreno's shirt. But before that, one of my favorite Liverpool players, Dirk Kuyt, was wearing number 18. And he was a very selfless, like a Duracell bunny, if you like, a type of player. He was running around all day, busting a gut and working so hard in every game. And I think Takumi Minamino will live up to that standard as well. And Jurgen Klopp also said that Michael Edwards and the transfer team deserve a lot of credit for making this happen. It is fantastic work by our football operations team in how they have handled this transfer. It's not hard to see why Salzburg is a favored destination for players with real talent and hunger. From our experiences dealing with and facing Salzburg on and off the pitch in recent months, their reputation as a benchmark modern European club will only grow. I'm sure all the Liverpool supporters will go out of their way to make Takumi feel at home in our amazing city and club. I am also pretty sure as of now now we have added to our numbers of the Liverpool family in Japan specifically. For those who follow us now, because we have one of the country's most exciting talents, I say welcome. It's a special club to be a part of. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant by Jurgen Klopp, and I'm really pumped, happy and excited about Takumi Minamino. He is an absolute bargain. Can you believe it? His release clause was just £7.2 million. He's worth at least 25, maybe even 30 million pounds in today's transfer market. So to get him for 7 million is a really awesome transfer from the Liverpool transfer team. And this means that we can probably spend big in the summer. I'm hearing that Jadon Sancho will not move in the January transfer window, but next summer I think that Liverpool will be one of the front runners to sign Jadon Sancho. I will talk about more of that, about this whole transfer saga more in another video, but I just wanted to mention it to you guys that Jadon Sancho will be up for sale in the summer, and I think Liverpool can spend around 80, 90, maybe even 100 million pounds on Jadon Sancho. The big question is, will Jurgen Klopp sanction a kind of deal, or will he say that's not a value for money? We shall wait and see. And Minamino becomes the 5th current Liverpool player signed from a production line which was and is linked with Red Bull's head of sport and development Ralf Rangnick. Naby Keita, Sadio Mane, Joel Matip and Roberto Firmino are the 4 players who came through under Ralf Rangnick's development. The style is very similar to Jurgen's style. It's proactive, it's high pressing, counter pressing. Once we have won the ball, we don't want to waste any time by square passes or back passes. We are trying to play forward as quickly as possible, trying to create chances, score goals, as many as possible. It's definitely no coincidence that he has 4 former players of mine, because it shows that he is in fact looking for the same kind of players with the same assets, with the same mentality as we do. So overall, Minamino fits the Liverpool and Jurgen Klopp mold. He is just 24 years old, he is having a high work rate, he's versatile, he has a clinical finishing touch, and also he has an eye to thread killer balls for the strikers, the wingers, the fullbacks to finish. At just over 7 million pounds, he is an absolute bargain in my opinion. And I wanted to tell you what the German football expert Raphael Honigstein said about the Minamino. He has a very good knowledge of him. He's different because he's not comparable to any of the front 3 forwards that Liverpool have at the moment. Sadio Mane is very different to Mohamed Salah. Salah is very different to Roberto Firmino. And now you add a 4th player who is really different to all of them. You can't really say he's going to be a replacement for Salah or Mane or Firmino, but what it does is gives you just a bit more attacking quality. What Liverpool has been over the last year or so was that whenever you bring on Oxlade-Chamberlain, he perhaps doesn't quite have the impact as one of the front 3. He's better in midfield, and Xherdan Shaqiri, for all his skills, doesn't really do it consistently enough. And unless you play Divock Origi through the middle, it doesn't really work. He's not a classic winger, and you can swap him for Firmino, but not Mane or Salah. So to have a 4th guy that you can rely on would really release the pressure on the other 3 men up front and would allow Jurgen Klopp to rotate a little bit. It makes a lot of sense to have the 4th guy. I was probably expecting Liverpool to make a move for Timo Werner. He could have been the 4th guy, but it didn't happen. Minamino is a lot cheaper, but perhaps also has more value in terms of the improvement and the places he can go. Again, Liverpool have learned as a club that you don't buy the finished article for 100 million. You buy that's going to be worth 50, 60 or 100 million 3 years down the line, thanks to good coaching and thanks to playing in a team that works. And that's really the key behind their recent success. In Premier League terms, Minamino's release clause is almost a free transfer. It's less than 10 million and you don't get anyone inside the Premier League for that kind of money. Even when you look at Germany or France, it's still incredibly cheap, so even if it doesn't work out for some reason, it still wouldn't be a problem because you would get your money back selling Minamino. It's a no-brainer of a transfer deal in financial terms. And this just in, Shinji Kagawa, who of course used to work under Jurgen Klopp at Borussia Dortmund, and he's also a Japanese player, he tweeted this about the Minamino transfer. "Congratulations, Minamino. You are starting the best challenge. Believe in yourself and do your best under the best manager in the world." Oh, I just love that. The bromance is just brilliant. So Shinji Kagawa here is praising Jurgen Klopp that he's the best manager in the world, and I can agree with that. So thanks for watching, guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.